take some time now to settle the body, sitting in a comfortable position with the legs crossed or out in front or whatever is comfortable for you so that you feel steady. Ensure that the spine is straight and the head and neck are aligned with the spine. The shoulders are back and down, but relaxed, opening up the chest. The eyes and the mouth are lightly closed. Release all expression from the face. The hands are on the knees in a mudra of your choice. And just focusing first on the natural breath, observing the natural breath at the nostrils as it fills the abdomen with air and the chest with air on the inhalation. And then on the natural exhalation, the chest subsides and the abdomen subsides. Take a long, deep inhalation now. And when you exhale, release all the events of the day. Just let them all go. Take another long, deep inhalation now. And this time when you exhale, release all of the interactions and conversations that you've had today in whatever form they may have taken. Again, just release them. Let them all go. And one more time, another long, deep inhalation. And this time when you exhale, release any thoughts or feelings of obligation of anything you need to do outside of this class. And allow yourself the gift of being right here and right now. There's nothing else you need to do at this very moment. And then returning back to the natural breath. The focus of this class will be on recovery and relaxation. So all of the postures and practices that are in this class are there to allow you to release and find stillness and rejuvenation. And with this in mind, we'll now gently move the awareness through the body. And as we check in with each body part, please pay careful attention to how each one feels at this present moment. And if there is any pain or irritation or soreness, please be aware of this and listen to your body throughout the practices. And if something isn't right for you, you can do something else, or even just visualize the practice, because that can be just as effective. Moving the awareness now into the soles of the feet. And checking in with the feet as you gently move the awareness up into the tops of the feet and into the ankle joints. Moving the awareness now up into the shins and the calves, into the knee joints, into the thighs and the buttocks. And now place the awareness into the hands, feeling the hands against the knees, up into the wrists, the forearms, the elbows, and the upper arms and shoulders. Now bringing the awareness to the torso, firstly placing the awareness in the front of the body, into the abdomen, as you gently raise the awareness up through the abdomen into the chest. And now moving the awareness around to the back and gently bringing the awareness up through from the base of the spine, gently up through each vertebrae, up through the shoulder blades, and then into the neck, around to the back of the head, the crown of the head, and then gently around to the face. And now gently rest the awareness at the eyebrow center. And at this point, visualize a steady candle flame. And we're going to begin our asana practice firstly in child's pose. So coming down onto the shins with the feet together and the legs together, bringing the buttocks back onto the heels. Now you can either bring the hands out in front of the body with the forehead on the floor. Another variation is to bring the hands beside the legs with the forehead on the floor. If you have low blood pressure, please place your hands in fists so that your head is above the heart. So whatever variation that you have selected, please just allow the body to release into the posture, remembering to breathe in the practice, and as you exhale, allowing the body to melt further into the floor. And then when it's right for you, come up onto your hands and your knees, with the hands directly below the shoulders and the knees directly below the hips. Spine is straight, head's in a neutral position for Asana, the cat posture. We're going to do 10 rounds of Asana. So it's really about slowing it down so that it moves in sync with the breath. The movement should be slow and smooth and fluid. So beginning, inhale, bringing the head up towards the ceiling, bringing the abdomen closer to the floor, arching the back down, stretching through the arms. Inhaling, head up, exhaling, head between the arms. We're completing up to 10 rounds. Really placing the awareness in the spine, but also in the abdomen. You can feel it through the arms and the shoulders. You may like to close the eyes to internalize even further. And after your 10th round, come back again into child's pose, just to rest. And when you're ready, come up into Parambic Sthiti, the base posture, placing the feet out in front of the body, hands behind the buttocks with the fingers pointing away. And again, spine is straight, head and neck are aligned, closing the eyes. Our next practice is a forward bend. So for this practice, the aim is for the spine to stay straight, bringing the arms up above the head and leading out with the chin and the chest. Now, it depends where you are in your practice and also how flexible you feel today. So don't push or strain in any way, but just bring your hands to where is right for you. It might be on the toes, it might be on the shins or even the knees, depending on where you are in your practice. So, and it's about keeping the spine straight with the head up and holding. Hold for 3 breaths. And then come back up to. So we'll complete another 3 rounds. On the final round, hold for 5 breaths. You'll notice with each round, you'll be able to go a little bit further. And you'll also notice with each exhalation, you'll be able to move a little bit more deeply into the practice, just naturally without having to push or strain in any way. So again, stretching up, arms above the head, inhale, exhale, bending forward. Holding for 3 breaths, allowing the body to edge in with each exhalation. And if you're at the stage where you can, it's okay to put your head down in the final round as well, because you'll be holding a little bit longer. So stretching up. And 5 deep breaths. And after your final round, come back to the base position. Allow the breath to regulate. Closing the eyes and just observe the movement of energy throughout the body from this practice. For our next practice, lie down on the back and then bring the feet in front of the buttocks, bring the soles of the feet together and allow the knees to fall out towards the sides. Bring the hands in prayer position at the heart space. Inhale, bring the palms up and stretch up through the body and allowing the knees to fall to the sides, stretching up through the torso and the inner thighs. Inhale, bring back. Inhale and exhale in this position. And then again, we'll complete 5 rounds in total. Inhale, stretching up and out. Exhale, come back to the heart space. If you need to give the thighs a rest, please feel free to bring the knees together when you bring the hands back to the heart space. Inhale, stretching up and out. Exhale. And observe as well what your mind is doing throughout these practices. After your final round, come back into Shavasana. So legs hip width apart, relaxed, arms a little bit away from the body with the palms facing up. And just allow the body to rest. And just observing the effects of the practice. Our next practice will be a bridge. So for this, again, bringing the feet in front of the buttocks, not too close, just a little bit away, and then placing the hands underneath the buttocks. And we'll do it in a few stages. So for the first stage, inhale, pressing through the heels, just curling the tailbone up a little bit. So not the full range of movement, just a little bit off the floor. Exhale, bring the buttocks back to the hands. One more time, it's the same height. Inhale, just bring the buttocks up slightly. And then exhale. Next practice, next round we'll go a little bit higher. So midway, inhaling up, pressing through the heels. Exhale. One more time at this level. Inhaling. Exhaling. And now for the final two rounds, we'll go at the full capacity. Now you can either, because this is like the one stage of the practice, if you're at that level, you can hold on to the ankles. I can't reach my ankles from here, but if you're at that stage, you definitely can. Otherwise, just keep the hands underneath the buttocks to support the back. Inhale, and just bring the buttocks up to however high you can go, pressing through the heels and holding for 3 breaths for this first round. And then gently bringing buttocks back to the floor. And now for the final round, at the full height, hold for 5 breaths. And be sure to actually breathe in this position. And then when you're ready, gently release buttocks to the floor, come back into Shavasana. Again, just observing the movement of energy from this practice. And now we'll do a spinal twist. So again, bringing the feet back in front of the buttocks, knees together, hands behind the head, or if you can't, your elbows can't reach the floor, just bring the arms out to the side if that's more comfortable. So inhale, and as you exhale, bring the knees to the right and turn the head to the left, making sure the feet are in contact, both feet are in contact with the floor. And just breathe in the position, allowing the spine to edge more deeply into the position with each exhalation. Then inhale back to center. Exhale, bringing the knees to the left, head to the right. So continue in this way for another 4 rounds. Moving at whatever pace is right for you, but remember the focus is on recovery and relaxation. And after your final round, come back up to a sitting position. So you can either have your legs crossed or you can have them out in front of the body. We're going to do just some upper arm, upper body relaxation postures. So whatever is right for you. You may even want to sit in Madrasana if that suits you. So again, just checking in with your posture to make sure your spine is straight and head and neck are aligned. Our first practice, we will do shoulder rotation. So bringing the palms out, facing up, bring the right hand to the right shoulder, left hand to the left shoulder, elbows together in front of the body. Inhale, bringing the elbows up, back, exhaling down behind the body, rotating from the shoulder joints and bringing the elbows in front of the body again. This is 1 round. Complete up to 5 rounds in each direction. Again, focusing on that smooth, slow movement, trying to coordinate the breath with the practice, aiming for that body, breath, mind connection. Observing the release of muscles in the tops of the shoulders. And then after your final round, just placing the hands back on the knees in a mudra of your choice. Closing the eyes and just observing the effects of the practices so far. Our final asana for this class will be neck rotation. So for this one, be very gentle and mindful in this practice, particularly with the first few rounds, just to feel out your own range of movement. The practice should be very gentle, flowing, and smooth. So no jerky movements, no pushing or straining in any way. Checking in again with your posture. Then inhale, and as you exhale, bring the chin to the chest. Bringing the right ear to the right shoulder without moving the shoulders in any way. Bringing the head back to where is comfortable for you, inhaling as you bring the head back, bringing the left ear to the left shoulder, then exhaling as you bring the chin to the chest again. So this is one round. Complete up to 5 rounds in each direction. And observing the release of muscles around the neck as you complete this practice. And as you reach your final round of this practice, bring the head back to a neutral position, again aligned with the spine. Just observe what's happening for you in the body, but also in the mind. And now we'll begin our pranayama practice. So find a comfortable sitting position. Checking the shoulders are back and down so the chest is open. The head is up. Our first practice will be Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing, which is a fantastic practice to help with balancing the mind and the body and for relaxation. So begin with the right hand, placing the first and middle finger at the eyebrow center. Make sure the head is up. Bringing the thumb to the right nostril, breathing through the left nostril to the eyebrow center, and then covering the left nostril with the ring finger, uncovering the right nostril, exhaling from the right nostril, then inhaling through the right nostril to the eyebrow center, covering the right nostril and covering the left, exhaling from the left. So it's in through the left, out through the right, in through the right, out through the left. And you're just using the natural breath, aiming not to be shallow in your chest, but actually using a long, deep breath so that you're actually filling the abdomen with air, and abdominal breath and the chest. And if you have a count, please feel free to use your count. If not, just move along with the natural breath. We will do this for a minute or so. So if you are finding your arm is getting tired, you can always support it with the left on the elbow of the right elbow. after your next exhalation from the left nostril, please release the hands from the face. Place your hands on your knees in a mudra of your choice. But keep the eyes closed and observe the breath going up through both nostrils to the eyebrow center. Our next pranayama practice will be the ujjayi breath. So for this practice, keeping the eyes closed. So the ujjayi breath is like a slight contraction at the back of the throat so that it makes a sound almost like a baby snoring, or it's been likened to the ocean's roar. So it's very gentle. To help with this contraction, what you can do is place the tongue on the soft palate and hold it there while you're completing this practice. You're breathing through your nose and making a very soft sound, almost like the sound you make when you're sleeping very deeply. So just focusing on the ujjayi breath. And it's just using the natural breath. It's just the throat is slightly contracted. And this helps to promote relaxation and stillness. And now release the ujjayi breath and very gently and mindfully come down into lying in Shavasana to prepare for Yoga Nidra, ensuring that you are comfortable and that you are warm enough so that you don't need to move throughout the practice. So lying on the back with the legs at hip width apart, with the feet flopping to the side, so all tensions release from the legs. The arms are a little bit away from the body with the palms facing the sky. There's balance between the left and the right side of the body. You may like to tuck your chin in just a little, just to check that the head and neck are aligned with the spine. Take a long, deep inhalation now, and as you exhale, allow the body to release into the floor. And take another long, deep inhalation now. And just releasing any remaining tension, particularly in the face. Check that you're not clenching the muscles behind the eyes or tightening your jaw. Just release any expression left in the face. Feel the body's contact now against the floor. First, feel the contact of the heels against the floor. Feel the back of the legs and the buttocks against the floor. Observe the back of the hands and the arms and shoulders against the floor. Feel the back and the back of the neck against the floor. And now feel the back of the head against the floor. And observe how all of these different points of contact together create one point of contact. between the body and the floor. Become aware now of sounds. First, listen for sounds that are way off in the distance. Don't try and identify the sounds. Just move the awareness from one sound to the next as you hear it. Bring the awareness a little closer now to the sounds just outside the room where you are. Again, just moving the awareness from sound to sound. Bring your awareness now to sounds inside the room where you are. And now bring the sound awareness to sounds inside the body. First, focus on the sound and the sensation of the heartbeat. And now bring the awareness to the sound and the sensation of the natural breath. Release the sound awareness now and call to mind your Sankalpa or positive intention if you have one. Mentally repeat it 3 times now. We'll now rotate the awareness around the body. Listen to my instructions, and when I say the name of a body part, place your awareness there, visualize that body part, and mentally repeat the name of that part. We'll begin first with the right side of the body and the right hand thumb. First finger, second, third, and little finger, palm of the right hand, back of the right hand, the wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, right side of the chest, right waist, hip, thigh, knee, shin, calf, heel, ankle, sole of the right foot, top of the right foot, right big toe, second toe, third, fourth, and little toe. Moving now over to the left side of the body with the left hand thumb, first finger, second, third, and little finger, palm of the left hand, back of the left hand, the wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, left side of the chest, left waist, hip, thigh, knee, shin, calf, ankle, heel, sole of the left foot, top of the left foot, left big toe, second toe, third, fourth, and little toe. Moving now to the back of the body with the heels, back of the legs, the buttocks, the small of the back, the middle of the back, the shoulder blades, the space between the shoulder blades, the back of the neck, and the entire spinal column, the back of the head, and the crown of the head. Moving now around to the face with the forehead, the temples, the eyebrows, and the eyebrow center, the ears, the eyes, the cheeks, the nose, the lips, the jaw, the chin, the throat, the collarbones, and the pit of the throat, the right side of the chest, the left side of the chest, the center of the chest, the right side of the abdomen, the left side of the abdomen, and the navel, the right side of the pelvis, the left side of the pelvis, and the groin, the whole right leg, the whole left leg, both legs together, the whole right arm, the whole left arm, both arms together, the whole torso, the whole neck, the whole head, the whole front of the body, the whole back of the body, and the whole body. Have a sense now, all at once, the whole body. Release the body rotation now, and bring the awareness now back to the natural breath, observing the rise and fall of the navel in response to the natural breath. Also observing how subtle the natural breath has now become. We'll now add a visualization to the natural breath in the following way. Within each inhalation, with each inhalation, visualize that you are drawing in a soothing, cool blue light. This light fills your lungs and spreads a sense of calm and relaxation throughout your body. On the exhalation, you release any tension, or stress, and you feel lighter and more at ease with each breath. So inhaling blue calm throughout the body, exhaling and releasing any tension or stress, and feel lighter with each exhalation. And remember, the breath can be used like an anchor to bring the mind back to the practice if it wanders. Release the breath visualization now, and instead feel the following opposite sensations in the body. The body's feeling colder and colder. The body feels a cool, refreshing breeze gently brushing against the skin, bringing a sense of clarity and calm. The body's feeling colder and colder, with a refreshing breeze gently brushing against the skin. Release this feeling of coldness now, replacing it instead with a feeling of heat. The body's feeling hotter and hotter. The body feels the warmth of the sun's rays, filling you with a comforting sense of relaxation. The body's feeling hotter and hotter, feeling the warmth of the sun's rays. Release this feeling of heat now. Replace it instead with a feeling of heaviness. The body's feeling heavier and heavier. The body feels like it's sinking deeper into the mat. The body feels supported and grounded as it sinks deeper and deeper into the mat. Release this feeling of heaviness now. Exchange it now for a feeling of lightness. The body is feeling lighter and lighter. The body feels as if it is floating effortlessly, free from any weight or tension, floating as though it's on the water or floating like a feather on the breeze. The body is feeling lighter and lighter. Release this feeling of lightness now and release all of these sensations. Release them all completely. Allow the body to come back to a state of balance and equilibrium. And instead now come to the space of the mind, the space behind the closed eyes. And in this space, see, imagine, visualize or create the following objects and images. You are lying on the sand, the warm sand on a beach. The gentle waves lap at the shore nearby. You can hear the water as it makes that lapping sound. The sky above you is clear and blue, and the rhythmic sound of the ocean stills your mind. You feel the warmth of the sand even through the towel on which you are lying, and you feel supported as you allow the sounds and the sensations of the beach lull you into a state of deep relaxation. Every breath that you take brings you peace and calm, while every exhalation releases any remaining tension and you feel energized from the sun's rays, from the calmness of the ocean, and the gentle breeze that caresses your skin. You feel deeply connected to nature around you and feeling that sense of stillness and connection. It's time to come back to your mat, and it's time now to call to mind your Sankalpa, or positive intention if you have one. Mentally repeat it 3 times now. Allow the breath to deepen a little now. And as you do, observe the movement it creates in the body. Notice how when you inhale, it moves the back against the floor. Check in with your body now and with your mind and observe how you're feeling right at this moment. The practice of Yoga Nidra is coming to a close. Begin to remember the details of the room that you are in. Remember the color of your mat, and the color of your coverings, the color of the walls and the floor. Remember the time of day and begin to hear the sounds around you and remember the world attached to those sounds. Begin to make small movements with the fingers and the toes, allowing the body to gently externalize, being very gentle and kind to your body, allowing it to come back. You may like to move your head gently from side to side, or even bring the arms above the head to stretch the entire body. You may also like to roll onto the right side for a few moments. And when it's right for you, keeping the eyes closed to maintain your peaceful state, very gently and mindfully come up into a comfortable sitting position, taking your time. And now in a comfortable sitting position, like we did at the beginning, we will gently move the awareness through the body, comparing how you feel now to how you felt at the beginning when we completed the same practice. Beginning to put your awareness at the soles of the feet, checking in with the feet and gently moving the awareness up into the ankles, into the shins and the calves, up into the knees, and into the thighs and the buttocks. Placing the awareness now in the hands on the knees and bringing the awareness up into the wrist joints, the forearms, the elbow joints, and into the upper arms, into the shoulders, and then now into the torso, front of the body first, moving the awareness up through the abdomen, and up into the chest. And now bring the awareness around to the back, the base of the back, and gently moving the awareness up through the spine, up through each vertebrae, until you reach the neck, the back of the head, the crown of the head, and bringing the awareness around and into the face before gently resting the awareness at the eyebrow center. And at this point, visualize a steady candle flame. And together now, we'll chant Om 3 times and Om Shanti to conclude our practice. Breathing in for Om chanting. Om. 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 Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Hari Om Tat Sat.